live here shortly. I've got to just check a couple of things, make sure that we're good to go on the live stream on YouTube. Looks like we're good. And let's see. Yeah, we're up and running. Okay, I'm Glenn with City of Island Fishing Field Team, COAF Field Team on YouTube. And this round, what we got for you in this Let's Talk Fishing series, it's a series that I started earlier this year and been on and off doing things with the GoPro live stream, as well as doing some stuff on that ATM HDMI switcher. But this round I'm just going to do it from my desktop, and we're going to talk about some upcoming things that yours truly's gone through. And the first thing I'd like to just kind of point us to is artichoke crab dip. Why did I bring that up? Well, this is from some of the blue crab that yours truly and some other folks did having some fun over there on the coast. And let me go ahead and shift us to that. Okay, well, we ended up going to the coast, Rockport, Texas, working Copano Bay, able to check out a nice little beach house over there on the bay with this pier and everything. And Yoshi was able to have some fun out there, and some things that we did. Caught some speckled trout, caught some sand trout, caught these little piggy perch thing, tried the cast net out, able to catch a nice size shrimp in this case. And then working under the lights, able to do some spec rig, tandem rigs, hooking up with some of these sand trout, as well as those speckled trout. Did see some larger fish out there. Did have to contend with some of the rain that was also showing up. I think it was the first couple of days, but said into the evening with those green LED lights under the pier as well as overhead, we were able to get some really good action catching a fish or two. All right, and I believe this is one of the sand trout. Yeah, that's one of the sand trout. All righty. Then going back again, this is after things kind of calmed down from that rain. Just a little view from where we were able to, well, enjoy a good time out there trying different things. I think here I'm using some fish bites, casting from the pier. It's like early morning, I think like 7 o'clock or so. And, well, we were getting different fish and whatnot, but in this case, I think this one's going to be, well, one of those hard heads. Let's see. Yeah, it was. And we were using fish bites as well as some cut bait. And did some really good things there. And then I pulled out the little cast net. This is that one that has the lighter weight that you're able to cast out there and basically throw a lot more casts. And so you don't get as tired as quickly as, well, I got a heavier one. And this one, it's a little 3-footer that, hey, gets me the bait that I need. And in this case, I think you're going to see a fish on there. And one funny thing is, those sandals I'm wearing, I was the only pair of shoes I wore all week. I left the tennis shoes, left the Sperry's at home, and basically just enjoyed some great times out there. And that's when we came to those crab. And once we got into the crab, well, after that, we focused more on the crabbing instead of the fishing. We did do some fishing still, but, well, we did a couple of breaks, and in this case, tried some of that artichoke crab dip. That's the one that I just showed a picture of at the beginning. We initially didn't bring any crab fishing gear, or crabbing gear, other than I did have a net, and luckily we were able to get an extension for that net to use it for getting down lower into the pier to where the crab were. Got some cotton twine over there at HEB, some chicken necks, put some weight on there, threw it out there, and we were able to enjoy the rest of the time, having a good old time catching a crab or two. So here's some of the folks over here trying to get one, and you just kind of bring it up really slowly. Crab stays on there, come up underneath, and there you go. You got yourself a crab right there. Nice. So that was a fun time. Just did some Old Bay seasoning, put it on the deal. I think it's like 5 minutes, and then let it sit for 20. And then after that, now you're good to go. Here, I think I was getting a bite, and I went to go check it out. And I was using, I think, some mullet that I caught with a cast net, and it actually had taken out some line. And I went ahead and picked up the slack on it. And I was hoping I was going to get something, but instead, whatever took it seemed to have mouthed it, or may have been some crabs and whatnot. But unfortunately, well, I didn't get any big ones. We did get one big ugly. Ended up losing it. Just kind of ran off and took it under the pier and snapped us. That was, I think, the first night that we were there when we got some really heavy rain. It was a big downpour. But as you can see, the next day, everything's kind of cleared up after that. And, well, the rest of the time was just having a great old time enjoying your own private pier, being able to catch some crab and whatnot. And, well, enjoy some time on the coast with some friends and family. All right. So that said, do check back. I've got some other videos that I've been working on. It's mainly the some product ones for some gear that we use. Additionally, well, there's some other things that we find may be well, useful when it comes to fishing. And that said, let me switch gears to right here. What is this thing? Well, I was looking online and I saw a technique in making these crab nets or making netting. It's a lotus net making, and it's a little bit different than the nets that I've made in the past, where I use like a metal ring or a plastic ring, and I create a rosette, and from there I'm able to make the rest of the net. In this case, after you measure out this little, I don't know, I looked at online YouTube, and it was showing me how they did this, and I couldn't understand the what they were saying. It was in Thai, but I did see some pretty good details that they provide, and so I was able to replicate it. I took a couple of techniques and combined them into one to make basically this version of a rosette that I'll be using to make, well, some crab nets or other nets in general. So here it is, right here. Okay. And what's different about it is I don't have to have that plastic or metal deal anymore. I have this. There's the first row of rings for the net. I'll probably use this to attach an S or a clip, and I can use that to maybe put the crab or the chicken neck and whatnot. Or I can use it if I was trying to use it for some kind of maybe decoration thing. I can use that as a handle as well. But I do like this technique. Very simple. I kind of winged it and put a tool together for it. It's basically 1, 2, 3, 4 nails right here, and 3 inches here, 3 inches here, 6 inches here, 12 inches total, 1 foot. And I used a little shuttle for my net making gear here, and some nylon line right there. And just following the video and the technique and whatnot, I was able to make this baby right here. And like I was saying, I'll just make probably another 4 or 5 rows, and that's enough to make, well, another crab net. Anyways, I'll play around with this one some more, see if there's some other ways to tie this or how it turns out at the final product. Maybe post some videos on how that worked, and maybe y'all can tell me if this technique works for you net makers. All right. Okay, so that's all for now on the Let's Talk Fishing series. Hopefully I'll have more out there. I do have the GoPro mobile fishing live stream. That's where I just put the GoPro on and I just start fishing away, and it's got mistakes and everything. Additionally, it also has, well, I do a follow-up one where it's an edited one where I've taken out all the fluff and the slow stuff and I take it to the action. And this last round basically had a fun time going out there fishing, catching a few bass on some bait finesse style ultralight bait casting. All right, all for now. Next time we'll catch you later. Good luck.